Being a solo filmmaker comes with a bunch of challenges and limitations, but over the years I've picked up gear and tools that help me tell the stories I want to tell and make the videos I want to make, all while being as efficient as possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the gear that I use as a solo filmmaker. First off, we got my Sony FX3. I still feel like this is one of the best cameras for solo filmmakers because it is compact and light, and in my opinion, this is still one of the best sensors for video, so the image quality is absolutely amazing. I use it on my recent short film, and every time I color grade the footage, there's just a ton of latitude for color grading, so I always just get a really great image. Honestly, the autofocus is still one of the best in the game, and that just helps a ton, especially as a solo operator. And I truly love the size of this camera because you can really mount this thing in tight spaces and just get creative with your shots. And it also allows you to stay low-key when you're filming in public spaces. I've owned the Sony FX3 for about 3 years now, and this is still one of the best gear investments I've ever made. Now, it does still cost about $3,900, which isn't cheap by any means, but if you still want the same amazing image quality that you can get out of the FX3 sensor, I would look into the Sony ZV-E1. It has the exact same sensor, and it's about $2,000 cheaper. I believe it costs around $1,800 to $1,900. And I always keep a small rig Hawklock half cage on my FX3. I love these things because they are so functional. It gives you a ton of different threads to attach gear, an extra cold shoe mount on the left, and it also has a built-in Arca Swiss plate on the bottom, so I can attach it to my tripod without having to attach a base plate. I've also been using these SanDisk Extreme Pro 256GB SD cards. You can get these for super cheap and they work amazing for up to 4K 60 frames per second. My go-to lenses for the Sony FX3 are the Tamron 17 to 28mm and the Sigma 24 to 70. The 17 to 28 covers my ultra wide and wide shots, and then the 24 to 70 just covers all of my standard wide to tight shots. The image quality on both the lenses is pretty clean, and there's nothing too special or cinematic about them. But recently what I've been doing to muddy up or dirty the image is adding this radial blur effect in post-production, and it kind of helps give a little bit of a distorted vintage look around the edges, which in my opinion, that's kind of like a cool workaround for getting a vintage look in your image, but not having to use manual focus vintage lenses. So now for my lens filters, currently I'm rocking a Nisi Black Mist 1/8 filter. What this does is it softens up my image a bit and it adds a glow to my highlights, so it just helps take that digital edge off. I'm also using these Freewell 2 to 5 and 6 to 9 stop variable ND filters, and variable ND filters are essentially like sunglasses for your lens that allow you to bring down your exposure while not having to crank up your shutter speed or your aperture. And in my opinion, these are still the best quality variable ND filters for the price. Freewell did also send me their V2 hybrid magnetic CPL/VND filter, which I do occasionally use when I need a CPL. But for the most part, I actually really like the simplicity of just having a simple screw-on variable ND filter that pretty much lives on my camera lens. And I have a whole video comparing the Freewell screw-on variable ND filters to the Freewell hybrid magnetic variable ND filter. So if you do want to check that out, it'll be in the top right corner. My go-to tripod for the past year has been the Ulanzi 0Y lightweight travel tripod, and this thing definitely lives up to its name because it's incredibly light with the carbon fiber build, and it's also super small and compact for traveling. And it is an Arca Swiss mount, so with that half cage on the bottom of my FX3, I can just slide it on like that, and it's super fast and easy to mount. For audio, I've been using the Rode Wireless Pros. These are wireless lav mics, so all I have to do is plug the receiver into my FX3, and then just get one or two of the transmitters, and it also comes with 2 lav mics, which makes hiding them easy. So what I do is I get 2 pieces of gaff tape, make 2 mini triangles with them. I'll put the mic between those 2 pieces of tape, leaving the mic sticking out a little bit. Then ideally you can tape it between 2 pieces of clothes, and because the mic is attached directly to me and not the camera, it's going to allow me to move freely throughout the frame while still capturing clean, level audio. My main key light is the Zhiyun Molus G200 paired with the Zhiyun 90cm softbox. It's an amazing key light that I use for almost every shot you've seen in my short film or my YouTube videos. It's bicolored, so I can adjust the temperature and make it warmer or cooler. It also has a really cool party trick where if you hold the left and the right control button, it'll go to max extreme mode and give you a peak output of 300 watts at 4000 Kelvin. I also use a Matthews reversible light stand. I love these because they're super portable and small compared to a traditional C stand. And occasionally I'll use this Cinepeer CM15 RGB pocket light. These can be awesome little accent lights to use in addition to using my Mullis G200. I also have a C-stand which comes in handy if I need to get any top-down shots for my films or videos. And Smaller recently sent me this little suction cup car mount, and I actually used it for my recent short film. It is super strong. I believe it holds up to 3 kilograms or 6.61 pounds of camera weight. And next up, one of my personal favorites is the SmallRig Magic Arm and Super Clamp. Again, this is just something that opens up so many more possibilities of unique shots and different angles that you can get for your films and your videos, and I think every filmmaker should have one of these in their kit. And lastly, I got my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It does come in handy as a quick and easy behind the scenes camera that I used a bit while making my recent short film. And I also love this thing for traveling, because if I want a cinematic image while I'm out on a trip or vacation, but I don't want to bring my FX3 with me, I will always bring my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with me. And I usually set up my Osmo Pocket 3 on my Ulanzi MT44 tripod. It's quick and simple, just like the Osmo Pocket 3. So that is all the gear that I use as a solo filmmaker, and if you do have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And this channel is really starting to grow, so I just want to say thank you to all of you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.